Hi, my name is SHARMILA. Today my team members and I going to present about the sixth dimension. So great Hofstede assigned by others come up with 6 basic issues that society needs to come to terms with in order to organize itself. They are called dimension of culture. Each of them has been expressed on a scale that runs roughly from 0 to 100. So my team and I going to explore Indian culture. Indian culture is a heritage of social norms, ethical values, traditional custom, belief system, political system, artifacts, and technologies that originated in it. If we explore the Indian culture through the lens of the 6D model, we can get a good overview of the deep relevance of Indian culture relative to other world cultures.
Hello, my name is VIKNESH RAMACHANDRAN and today I'm going to present about power distance. So first of all, today India scores high for this dimension, which is indicate a high level of inequality in regards to power and also wealth within the society. So this condition is not necessarily subverted upon the populations, but rather accepted by the populations as a natural norm. So in this type of society, managers count on the obedience within their team members, and also employees expected to be directed clearly in regards to their functions and also what is expected of them. And India is a strong example of culture with high power distance, as its caste system divided the Indian population into 5 groups, which group having a higher status than the one below it. These castes define the power of an Indian citizen from birth, and they also cannot aspire to enter another caste.
Okay, my part is individualism. The fundamental issue addressed by this dimension is the degree of interdependence a society maintains among its members. It has to do whether people's self-image is defined in terms of I or we. In individualism society, people are supposed to look after themselves and their direct family only. In collective society, people belong to in-groups that take care of them in exchange of loyalty. The individualism of India society is seen as result of its dominant religion philosophies, Hinduism. The Hindus believe in cycle of death and rebirth, with the manner of each rebirth being independent so from how the individual live the preceding life. People are therefore individually responsible for the way they lead their lives and the impact it will have upon their rebirth. This focus on individualism interacts with otherwise collectivist tendency of this Indian society, which leads to its intermediate score on this dimension. Thank you.
Today I'm going to talk about the Hofstede dimension of culture in India country. So from my part, I'm going to explain about masculinity dimension of India. So from this dimension, India focus more on competitions, achievements and success. For example, with success being defined by the winner or best in the field, such as a value system that starts in school and continues throughout the organizational life. A low score from a 9 on the dimensions means that the dominant values in society are caring for others and quality of life. For example, the sign of success and standing out from the crowd is not admired. So from this dimension, India score 56. Consider a masculine society. India is very masculine in terms of visual display of success and power. The designer brand label with advertising one's success are widely practiced. And also masculine country, the focus is on a success and achievement validated by material gains. And also work is the centers one of life, and visible symbols of success in the workplace are very important. Next dimension is uncertainty avoidance. From this dimension, India deals with the fact that the future can never be known. For example, should we try to control the future or just let it be happen? So this dimensions brings with it anxiety, and different culture have learned to deal with this anxiety in different way, something like that. So this dimension, India score 40, has a medium low, preference for avoiding uncertainty. In India, imperfections is still acceptable. So nothing has to be perfect, has to go exactly as a plan. So India is a traditionally patient country where tolerance for the unexpected is high. Even welcome was a break from monotony. People generally do not feel driven or compelled to take action and comfortably settle into established roles and routines without asking any questions. Rules are often in place just to be one release to innovative methods to bypass the system.
Today I'm going to present about long-term orientation. This dimension describes how every society has to maintain some links with the own past while dealing with the challenges of the present and future. So those with a culture which score high, on the other hand, take a more pragmatic approach. They encourage thrift and efforts in modern education as a way to prepare for the future. So in India concept of karma dominates religious and philosophical thought. Time is not linear and thus is not as important as to Western societies which typically score low in this dimension. So countries like India have a great tolerance for religious views from all over the world. So Hinduism is often considered a philosophy more than even a religion, and amalgamation of ideas, views, practice, and beliefs. In India, there is an acceptance that there are many truths and often depends on the seeker. Societies that have a pragmatism typically forgive lack of punctuality, a changing game plan based on changing reality, and a general comfort with discovering the faith path as one goes along rather than playing to and exact the plan. Next, I'm going to explain about indulgence. So, this dimension is defined as the extent to which people try to control their desire and impulses. So, it's based on the way they were raised. So, India, there is a culture of restraint. Societies with a low score in this dimension have a tendency to cynicism and pessimism. Also, in contrast to intelligent societies, its restrained societies do not put much emphasis on leisure, time, and control the gratification of their desires. People with this orientation have the perception that their actions are restrained by social norms and feel that indulging themselves is somewhat wrong. Thank you.
There are some codes in every country that you have to keep into account when doing business. So below you will find a number of codes of conduct for India's business culture. And first of all, we should be reserved when shaking hands with those of opposite gender. You are better to wait until your host or hostess extend their hands to you. So shaking your head doesn't mean no Indian culture, so it is just a sign of understanding. And Indian often shake their head to indicate that they can hear or understand what you are saying. It doesn't mean no, it means yes. So a meeting usually just start with a friendly chat, and this could be on personal topics such as your health and family, and definitely try not to rush on this. So Indians don't like to say no. If something isn't possible, they will tend to use expressions like maybe, this will be difficult, or we will try. So preferably book your business meeting 1 to 2 months beforehand. So contact them again just before the agreed time to confirm the meeting. So take into account last minute changes in time and place. So a lot of Indians don't eat meals or for religious reasons. Take this into account when organizing a lunch or dinner. Make sure there are enough vegetarian alternatives. Thank you.